Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
What?
Welcome back to the Application of Knowledge podcast. I am Animated Man. We have Chris James. We have Stephen Michael. We are on episode 88. Throw them eights in the pace. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's double infinity.
Double infinity. To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, that's where you at.
I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. Hey, y'all want to talk about something? I want y'all to take the conversation. What's going on? What's going on in y'all your lives? You know, nothing like romantically or anything like that. Cause
I don't see why not. That's what y'all always want to talk about.
We don't want to talk about romance.
Why?
Why? You don't have nothing to share?
You don't
have nothing to share.
You don't want to
romantic?
talk about the most popular topic.
I'm just joking.
No.
I'm joking.
All right. Here's a question about like when you're in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Would you want to follow each other on social media? Like, would it be an issue if y'all didn't follow each other on social media?
She has social media. We just don't follow each other.
Right.
Is there any particular reason?
That's what he's asking, isn't he?
Yeah. Like what? Like,
okay.
He's asking if you're in a relationship, would you want to follow your girl on social media?
Yeah. I'd want her to follow me too. I mean, I post content, pictures, videos, reels, you know what I mean? Like, number one, I need that engagement, girl, you know what I'm saying? Every video, I need you to like, comment, save it. I need the engagement, number one, right? But number two, like, I want to see what you post. Not because I would be concerned or because of a watchful eye, because I'm not going to date a girl that I would need to be concerned about, but just because I want to cheer you on too. You know what I mean? If you got a business and you do something for your business, I want to share it. I want to like the picture. I want to give you engagement, right? You post pictures of yourself, whatever. I'm rooting you on, but I'm not gonna sit. I'm not following you or you following me to watch you, because of distrust. Yeah. If obviously I would not enter a relationship like that. But yeah, I don't see why you want it, but I think that people don't because they have trust issues. Right. So or they're trying to be sneaky.
What do you think about it, Chris?
I think that it's a non-factor. I have zero desire to follow you on social media. I don't have a desire for you to follow me on social media. Social media is a business for me. So just like I wouldn't want you coming to work with me, I don't need you on my social media. Like,
you don't need that engagement?
No.
Oh, you get other engagement.
If my business is going to be dependent on this girl following me and engaging with me, I'm in trouble. I think I'll be okay. Yeah. So no, I would actually prefer we don't follow each other. Yeah. And it creates a boundary that I like to maintain in my relationships, and I don't post on social media anyway, so there's no reason. Yeah. You have your life, your friends, just like if we get together and she has her group of friends and I have my group of friends, there's no reason for me to have to hang out with you every time you go out with your friends and those are your friends, you go hang out. Once a year, twice a year, we have special occasion, we get together, I meet your friends, Other than that, keep your friend group. I keep my friend group. If it mixes organically, it does, but I'm not going to go out of my way for that.
So you don't allow social media to have any bearing on your personal life?
I dated a girl once, and we were on social media together, not as a couple per se, but we were on each other's social media. I mean, like people could tell we was probably dating, and somebody messaged her and started asking questions about me. Is this Chris you be talking to? He from Cincinnati, da da da. And then they start to imply that I was doing something with them, or I was spending time with them, and there was some girl that I was spending time with. And it's like, you don't think that's gonna happen, you just, you like, I never could have imagined that ever happening to me, but if it happened to me, it can happen to anybody. And it's like, why even open that door?
Yeah.
Now, granted, that girl I was dating at the time wasn't the type to be fooled or anything. She was going to ignore it. But it's just a simple fact. Okay, that's her. What if somebody else has trust issues, or what if somebody else has some other experience? So somebody do that. Now all of a sudden they're asking me questions. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I don't want social media knowing we're dating. I don't want social media knowing what we have going on. I don't need any of it.
What if y'all are in a relationship, or you're in a relationship with this woman, and y'all don't follow each other on social media, but she wants you to post pictures of y'all together on social media, just so it's like knowing that y'all are together? Would that be something that you would do for her, for her own comfort or so, to make her feel like, hey, like?
So you're putting us in a scenario where we don't follow each other.
Y'all don't follow each other on social media.
Okay.
But,
she wants me to post her.
You're able to view her profile, and
Okay.
she's able to view your profile.
She's not private or anything.
Yeah, it's not private. She has access to see who's on it, and she noticed that, hey, you never post any pictures of me or us together.
I would post a picture. I mean, like what Chris is saying about being private, I absolutely understand. And I think that in general, your relationship should not be carried on social media. Because some people go hard. Like, they go hard. Everything is on social media. The goods, the bads, the ups, the downs. That's their diary. It's like, why are you inviting so much into this, right? Everyone's criticism. You got the guys that, that like you or want you, and they're just waiting, right, for that cryptic post, and vice versa. You know what I mean? For me personally, I mean, I've been single for so long. When I do get in a relationship, there will be things, you know what I mean? Like, not just because I want to show off, or, you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with that. But, like, it's just, I haven't posted a woman on my social media for so long. We're talking over 7 years, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't have any problem with it. And now that does not mean every other day it's going to be like, me and babe, you know what I'm saying? But just to let people know, because I got people that are creeping. You know what I mean?
That's how you get those Facebook memories.
Bro, right.
Because you go back, like, Facebook has a good way of just showing you, like,
Bro.
Oh, shit, I forgot we were together.
I mean,
that's a you, Mel.
the funny thing is that when I started my wellness journey, I started a new Facebook. So I have no women that pop up on my memories.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I've been single for a long time.
Damn, son.
So I got
Facebook be getting me.
Oh,
I be
yeah.
like, oh, she married
See,
now.
catch you in your feelings. Not me.
But you know what the funny thing is? Like, even though, like, I'll see some pictures of, like, ex-girlfriends, I genuinely, like, start smiling.
Yeah.
Just because I see where they're, like, if they have a successful marriage or if they're with their family and stuff. Mm-hmm. It gives me a little warm feeling that they found their happiness.
You think you're a good luck Chuck?
Shit, probably. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Shit. I can name one person right now that is it that got, like, the person that she got with after me, fucking married, had 2 kids with.
Wow. After you.
After me. You know what I mean? And he a brother. It's all good.
Oh,
you know what
wow.
I mean?
You out here getting girls married in happy relationships.
You know what I mean? Even shit,
then look at you.
Even the girls that I didn't want. Like, the girls that I was like, oh, I'm glad I dodged this.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Rhymes with you feel me? So it's just like, if you think about that situation, after me, marriage. You know what I mean? So it's just like, bruh, that's 2. That's 2.
Sorry. And before Chris, I guess I can just Chris can go. I'll ask my question after.
Are you gonna remember it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I mean,
Okay, let me ask it now. So my question, I guess, Mel, you're still like 2 questions behind, but my question is,
I'm 2 questions behind?
Yeah. Would you want?
Are we keeping count?
I'm keeping score.
Mel knows what he's doing.
Would you want to be posted? So let's vice versa. Would you want to be posted? My answer would be yes. Like, and it doesn't
like on your girl's profile.
Yeah. Like, and for 2 reasons. Number one, depending on how long she's been single, I know how life is. Like, they'll start to collect friends, yada yada yada, and it's just like letting people know, like, hey, I'm in a relationship now. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And it's not a mistrust thing, and it doesn't need to be something that is all the time, but it would just simply make me feel good. It would make me feel as though I'm wanted, and not saying that I don't feel she won't make me feel wanted, but if she's asking me to post her, well, sure. But at the same time, like, listen, I want to be men. We want to be showing off too. So that's just a Steven thing. So people, hey, maybe you're just insecure. That has nothing to do with that.
I mean, I wouldn't care if she posted me or not. It wouldn't.
So you'd be okay with her posting just her all the time, and no one knew she was in a relationship?
Well, I don't care it's just like, I don't care that she, like, I don't look, like, if she wants to post a picture of me, cool. If she doesn't, oh well.
Okay. I agree with that. It's not going to be a deal breaker, but, Yeah,
I mean, because it's like the thing is, like, people are so invested in social media that they confuse that with real life.
Right.
Like, if I'm with my woman and we're, we go places, we go on trips, and we do all this stuff, but it's just not posted online. Why should that have any effect on my relationship? Like, we've had this experience. We can take pictures together. Like, cause I have so many pictures that I just take that I be wanting to post, but then I be like, yeah, I'm not gonna post it.
I'm sure you do.
I'm about to say, we know you don't.
We know you do.
Yeah, I mean, just because, like, even if it's not just of me, but just like with friends and stuff, because I like those moments are more precious to me than the world can actually experience or understand the way that I connect with these moments that I'm snapping pictures of, And so I value that more than being in the eyes or the mindsets of other people's opinions. Like, who cares? Who are these people?
Yeah.
Who are these people that I'm trying to impress to show? Like, no. Like, if anything, I would be more comfortable sharing the pictures in like a group chat, a group message with my homies and my friends and my family and people that I actually care for. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh man, I'm proud of you. You get genuine love and you get genuine feedback versus some going with the flow movement or just giving empty words of encouragement from people that don't even have any impact on your life. So
yeah.
Nah, man, I don't care, nigga. It's social media, man. Like,
okay.
It's not to me, it's not that deep for like to allow social media. But I also do understand, how some people can value that. I don't want to take away to make it seem like, I don't care what you say, but that's just me. But everyone doesn't feel the way I feel about that stuff. Some people care. And I know this a lot of women, this would be something that impacts them a lot more than men.
Absolutely.
Generally, because I've been in situations or relationships where women would be like, oh, I see you posting with your friends, you at EDM concerts. And I'm just like, bruh, you don't post any pictures of me. I'm just like, it's not that deep, bruh. Like I told myself that, because in the past, I've been with women who felt that way. Like, you don't post pictures of me, and so I would post it for them. But that would make my heart burn when I do it.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Your heart burn.
Yeah, because I'm
so
naturally
extreme.
doing something that I don't want to do. I don't want to do this. And you know what I mean? And so to appease you or to make you feel better, I'm going to get into how I feel. And doing that is like...
What about your story?
What's that?
Right? Okay, so for example, there's only certain things I post on my actual
story on
feed.
Facebook. I thought you said on my life.
There's only certain things I post on my actual, and I'm talking about Instagram because Facebook to me is just Facebook. I don't really take it super serious, but I do my Instagram. So my Instagram, the pictures have to be high quality, and there's certain things that I post, and there's things I'm like, yeah, this isn't a story, this isn't a feed post. I'll just throw it in my story. So have you thought, or maybe in that scenario, would it be easier just throw it in your story and maybe add a highlight for it so it's always there? Or
I mean, it's just the same. It'll be the same thing.
You should really?
Yeah. I would consider the same thing. And the thing is, it's not like I'm going out of my way not to post it.
Well, this is you. You don't post.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at it. But
you say that, but
no, I am. I don't post on my personal stuff, like on the AOK podcast and stuff.
Okay.
I'm consistent.
Oh yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Why don't you post yourself?
I mean, I'll do it. I mean, I don't know.
It's okay.
You know what? Honestly, I think that being in past relationships and having a lot of issues with women, like talking about posting stuff, I think it played a part in me, like posting stuff on social media.
It traumatized you?
I would say it probably affected me in some way where I'm just, I'm like, I see this as causing an issue in a relationship. So I just naturally would go to a situation where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just not going to post anymore, because this thing is not worth it to me to allow this thing that's created by some other human to have this bearing over my life. I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to post anymore. So honestly, I would say that's why I don't post a lot. Because typically I used to post frequent, much more frequent than I did, because I would see stuff like, man, I can't believe I post that. Even if we're going out, like I used to take videos or take pictures when we would be going out to clubs or bars and all that stuff. And, it's just like, it's that scar that's there, just like, you know what, I'm just not going to post, So that's why I have to make an extra effort to post on social media, just because I like the gears switched. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so now I'm like slowly switching the gears back. You know what I mean? But also, I don't feel the need to post on social media, because while I may have a scar there, I can also see that, okay, it's not really worth it to put all my personal business out there to people I don't know, especially considering the times that we in and how people are, just troll for no reason. And then if someone has some kind of grudge against you, they'll start to reach out to the people, it's just like, you know what, it's not that deep. So I'd rather avoid, just typical situations like that. I mean, that was a long-winded answer. Y'all could have stopped me at any moment, but, that's how I feel about it.
Chris, how do you feel about if you wanted to have, what was the question? You want a woman to post you on your social media?
What do you ask? What happened if I would want a woman to post?
Yeah, like what? Isn't that what we didn't? Wasn't that the question? What Mel posed? He just flip flopped it.
I wouldn't want a woman to post me.
I figured that was your answer.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It makes sense.
It makes no sense for you to post me. Why? What is that doing? How does that benefit our relationship? How is it enriching our interpersonal relationship? It's just, I don't care if guys approach you. That has nothing to do with me. I can't stop guys from approaching you, being interested in you. Just because you post me doesn't mean that's going to keep guys away. I don't care about any of that. Let them come. If I want you, you're not going anywhere. So it doesn't matter. Like
me, talk that shit, cuz.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I
Let
mean,
them know.
And also,
you going nowhere.
You're going nowhere.
Your ass is mine.
Also, you got to keep in mind, if I'm, I like to talk to above average looking girls. So it does. Of course, guys are gonna that's normal.
Yeah.
When I'll go out with some girls, and bro, like people are just always, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God. Oh, I mean that's,
be like, yeah, it's what I expect.
That's
It'd be funny if he's like, ugh. Hey, y'all eating this to go? You know what I mean?
Interesting. I think that I like the fact that we are pretty much all different on this. You know what I mean? We're all split in different ways. I feel like I'm on one side, Chris on the side, and Mel's in the middle.
I'm right in the middle, like, ugh.
I feel like Mel's always in the middle.
He likes that. He's comfortable in there.
I mean, I like to be flexible, man.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't think that there's a right or wrong. I think that, at least for me, where I've been in these last, almost century, 10 years, decade, it plays a role in that. Wanting to showcase or wanting to be showcased, right? I think that plays a role. If I was talking to someone else and I was looking at them based on my answer, I would say, well, I think that plays a role in it, and vice versa, right? I mean, Chris, you haven't, right? So it's just like, I don't see the point. And Mel's in the middle.
I see it as a liability. Honestly.
I can see that based upon, I can see that. But I think that that's also part of, having conversation, and also me knowing how how you are with relationships. Everything you're saying makes absolute sense. So it's just, I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong, but I don't like when people go crazy. When they're everything is now on social media.
I'll take it a step further. I probably wouldn't date a woman that was like post everything on social media.
I wouldn't like that either.
No. I said I wouldn't date her.
I won't say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't date her. You're too messy.
You're too messy. It depends.
You're too messy. Post everything.
Everything,
so
when you're happy,
when you're sad, you had a good day, you had a bad day,
Okay,
you took a trip, you took you bought a new house, you bought a new car, everything.
Like, who are you doing this for?
You're basically putting your life on display. I would not date you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
I couldn't do that either. Yeah.
Well, that's like back in the day when I used to visit and I had Snapchat and I was like recording everything. You'd be like, bro, why are you recording everything? Oh, yeah, Snapchat.
You made me stop using Snapchat.
Well, I stopped using Snapchat too, but
well, before you stopped, you made me stop. I said, "Oh, if this is Snap," because that was the only experience I had with Snapchat. Mm-hmm. I was like, "If this is Snapchat, I'm not interested."
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just,
I mean, literally, it's just record everything.
Yeah.
Just
I got rid of Snapchat a while ago. I haven't had it in a while.
Steve be like, taking a second poop for the day. Like, what? What is this?
No. I don't.
You posted poop pictures on Snapchat, Steven?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so.
Steven.
You don't think so.
Steven feces.
You don't remember. You did send me those.
Oh, well, there's a difference between sending someone a snap and then posting it to your story.
Well, whatever. I don't know nothing about it. I wasn't there long enough.
All right, what about this, though? Instead of, this is what I was thinking about.
What were you thinking about?
When we get a whole lot more successful in this life, and we just have, a lot of money, would you flex a little bit? Like, just have a little slight flex. Nothing like showing wads of money or cash or anything, but let's say you purchased a new home or something like that, and you have your cars or whatever. You just maybe have a little slight flex, and you post up that or something like that. Or just maybe out somewhere on a beach with your cars or somewhere, And because the reason why I thought of this, Steven wouldn't know, but when we were on our cruise,
I want to know.
The people that we met, Roxy and her brother, Octavian, and because I just saw him post something on Instagram.
He definitely is going to flex.
This dude, he's like sitting there, he looking all cool, got his little hat on. And then the next picture, he's next on his motorcycle, so like a bright green motorcycle. I'm just like, this is the coolest dude, man. Like he was just super cool, man. I was just like, that dude is dope, man. He's killing it. So it's just like, if you're doing successful things, and because like I know, like when I get, like I'm able to buy like a lot of like expensive anime statues. Oh my, I'm telling you, son.
All of a sudden you're gonna start posting pictures.
No, I'm posting more statues of like, bruh, of like the anime figures. Like, bro,
you got anime
Because
figures
to
now.
me, like people like cars and all that stuff, and that's not my thing. You know what I mean? But I like anime statues and art or different pieces that revolve around gaming. Like, dude, like I get excited. I love that shit. And some people, they custom building, they custom making. You can't get it anywhere else. And this shit, bruh, that would be my flex.
Oh, it's art.
Yeah.
I mean, people post their art. No, I'm not flexing. I mean, I've tried. I can't do it. I mean, it's just like you said
you can't do it? Why you can't?
I can't seem to do it. It doesn't resonate with me. But I will tell you what I'm learning is my lifestyle's a flex. So as you start,
that's a flag. I'm taking that. As lifestyle of flex.
As you start to elevate to a certain place, you'll just talk. You'll just be having regular. Today, I'm working on a prints for my house. We're looking at land to build the next deal, and people would be like, "Why you feel like you need to tell me that?" And it's like, you asked me what I did today. Am I supposed to pretend like I was just hanging out on the bed, watching anime?
Yeah.
Like, don't ask me.
I feel like you taking shots, cuz.
No. Don't ask me what I did for the day then. Like, my day is busy and it's full of really dope stuff. So in regular conversation, it'll be a flex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never really been the type that felt that the need to go out my way. Because at the end of the day, what type of energy are you attracting when you do that? That's my concern. And I was talking about, me and you were talking about it. I was like, when we get our next place built, and maybe it's grand. Some people will think of it as grand, and they'll come in, especially if it's somebody I'm dating. They'll come in and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm messing with this dude."
Right.
Oh, why? Because I got a nice house. Because you can see success. Because I've been successful, but when you couldn't see it, because I'm not flashy, I keep things low key. You weren't interested, but now all of a sudden you see the house and you see the car, and you're like, "Ooh." You know what I'm saying?
That's why the girl asked if you like fashion.
No, are you fashionable?
Oh, are you fashionable?
Yeah, like it's my thing is I want organic relationships with people. I don't want people to look at me as an ATM or like a free ride.
Right.
So I just refrain from flexing as much as possible. I'm not saying that I won't ever, and it's not gonna be. I'm just saying at this point I don't do it.
Okay.
You can go, Mal.
Yeah, I don't have a need to stun on anyone. I already said. My flex is anime.
Oh, my bad. That's true. You normally don't go.
We know your answers, Steve.
Well, you better nobody don't go. I always go.
Okay.
Nah, you don't always go.
So listen, I don't listen. I used to stunt.
Used to.
I used to. Listen, I'm a tourist.
You're vain. You're
I'm a tourist.
vain.
I'm a tourist. I'm
No
building
accountability.
I'm building my
blame it on his birthright.
Blame it on my sun sign. I have this dream of being one of those guys that wears suit and tie every day. And
Sound hot.
I'm building that.
You can get lightweight suits.
Yeah.
I like those suits that Andrew Tate wears.
Well, I'm working.
They're not real suits.
They're like suit,
whatever.
suit jackets.
They're like suit.
Yeah, I like
But
that.
they're like flexible. Like they're like athletic.
Those I like that. I want to get those.
I mean, and I'm building
on,
that.
man.
I was actually just talking about. I was literally looking at suits last night, right? So, there are certain things that will just come across that you'll just see.
What is it about suits that makes you want to?
It's something that I've always found to be a earmark of success.
What is it? Look, think about what it's associated with. Think about the people that wear suits on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's always been that way. So this is why I started building my suit collection, right? Like, so I don't go out of my way to flex, right? Even right now, because I could, right? There's a lot of stuff I don't do. You know what I mean? Like, but for me, the things that I show are for a reason. So I will share things so that way people understand. I share things to help people to bring them to a better place, right? My goal for sharing something, like I'll share my weight loss and be like, oh yeah, did this, and don't have loose skin. And then I had people that were just like, that would make posts like supposed to be my friends, that were just like, oh, you showing off, you, because these people that have surgery, they have those issues. Why would you do that? Like, bro, I'm not showing off. Like, I'm trying to help people. So in order for me to do that, I have to express this. So it's not for me. Some people will see that. Oh, you saw your stone.
That's their insecurities.
Well, I already know
They're projecting, yeah.
But so yes, I will. So if I acquire something that is of value to me, I will share it. But I will share it, and then I'm doing it to show that these things are possible, and here's how they're possible. Not because I want to sell you a financial program, but it's just like, listen, when you start making changes with your health, everything else changes. Your whole life changes. You start with money, you start fasting, you can start buying things that you can't afford, right?
Yeah.
Like, because you're saving money. Food's expensive. So everyone that's like, oh, I can't, I'll go out and that lens I just bought was like $3,000. Like, yeah, could I just swipe the card? Sure, right? But I particularly said, well, let me do some fasting. I was doing my juice fasting, and I was saving money specifically while doing my juice fasting so I can buy the lens, right? Not because I couldn't afford it, but because I want to show people that you can do different things and you can get levels of success with using fasting and using all these health tools. So if something you deem as expensive, right? So I went and bought, it was like 11 and a half pounds of apples, like $35, right? And I try to, I talk to my clients and I was like, fruit's expensive, and I'm just like, listen, It can be, right? It adds up. But you look at that $35 that I spent on 2 bags or 11 pounds of apples. If I was doing an apple only fast, that'll last me for 3 or 4 days, right? If I'm doing juice only, which I'm doing, or apples and just water, that'll last me 3 days, right? I order one meal on Uber Eats. It's $35. One meal. That doesn't include my lunch or my breakfast if I had all 3, right? So you're on average going to spend $50, $60 a day. Like, people probably spend way more than that. So you see it as, oh, it's $35 in their apples, right? But I see it as, I just saved money. So I will showcase things to show people what can be done when you change your life, but not doing it to get women, or because I don't like that, or not doing it to get clout or anything of that nature. It's really, when I do it, it's really to showcase my story, and obviously to, if anything, to help build my business. But also at the end of the day, it is to further my life's goal, which is to help people.
See, that's actually a very good point, and this is why I prefaced the end of my statement with, I don't do it now, but maybe in the future, because I might look at things from a different perspective. And I do know that my life and my moves inspire people because they've told me. As a matter of fact, somebody hit me up on Telegram, which I don't use Telegram for real. They're from Cincinnati. So back when I had my business in Cincinnati doing like Xbox mods and hardware installations on computers and stuff like that. And he was like, hey man, me and my boy Chris, which I guess was another dude whose system I used to mod. He's like, we was talking about you the other day. He was like, man, good times, man. I was like, and I think I told y'all about it. And I was like, he asked me, he's like, well, how are you doing? Like, what's going on? How are you doing? And I was like, man, I don't even want to tell this dude because he's still in Cincinnati. I don't know what's going on in his life. You know what I mean? Like, I have moved so far beyond who I was at that place. And then I think Mel or somebody said, oh, you might inspire him, or you don't, And I was just like, okay. So then I just hit him back, and I was just like, hey, I'm doing well. I have a house and car, good career, and making money. Just kind of like more generic stuff. But I was like, life is good. You know what I mean? And he was like, that's what's up. I'm glad to hear that, man. Look, you inspired me. He was like, when you were here, whatever interaction we had, I don't know what it was. He was like, you inspired me to get my some kind of license, A or A+, I don't know, some kind of license. And he was like, I ended up getting my dream job. And he was like, I've been wanting to tell you, like, I'll give you credit for that. And I was like, what? I don't even know who this dude is. Like, I don't know who he is. Yeah. He told me his name, but I don't remember him. You know what I'm saying? So that, that type of, he was probably just inspired by the moves I was making and what I was doing at the time. Or maybe I said something to him, but, being able to inspire people through what you do and the moves you make is a cool thing. And being able to show people parts of your moves, not necessarily everything, could inspire people to do the same. So I'm down to get out of my comfort zone if it's going to help people.
I think that intention plays a big role in it. And I think people can feel that. You can tell when somebody is just stunting to try to get girls, or if they're just showing off, right? Like if a girl is in the mirror and she's just showing her booty and the jeans or what, like she's not necessarily showing off her work in the gym. She just wants attention, right? Or if a guy just has money, and anyone that has like real money, a lot of that money is not cash, right? So, if they just have all this cash, like, bro, why do you have all this cash, right? So a lot of that is just flexing, but there are times where, where it is beneficial, like you stated, and there's if I did not tell my story the way that I did, there's so many people that would not have a lot of their there's a lot of people that I've affected that would not have been affected because I didn't open my mouth.
Right. So,
and it's not just opening my mouth, but it's also the way that I do it as well.
Pause.
And that. I'm sorry, I can't resist. Like, do you do this on purpose? Like, I feel like when you do it, it just ruins what I'm saying. I'm so sorry. Like, you make it gay. Like, you make it. I don't think anybody was thinking that.
He was.
right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
Oh man. All right. Oh, my stomach. Oh, my abs.
Hope you got a good workout.
Oh, man. Hey, y'all was you dropping facts right there, man. Oh, man. Oh, I'm so sorry, Steven.
No, you do it all the time. You just make it something it's not. Literally, I completely lost my train of thought. I don't even remember what I was saying.
It was a perfect moment.
Even if I wanted to finish, I don't remember what I was even saying.
Oh, my stomach. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all see what we got to deal with?
Ooh, all right. Chris, stop being over there so serious, man. Just smile, man.
Chris doesn't smile.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay, but nah.
I got a whole list of topics over there. Damn.
Yeah, I gotta be prepared, man, because y'all can't.
Man, wipe your eyes. You up here crying for real.
Oh.
You think they can't see you because you got that Japanese Raiden hat on?
I have a band. Oh, you trying to roast?
I mean, I said the same thing earlier.
Trying to roast? Let's go.
First of all,
yeah, you better relax. Yeah, me.
No, you were owed that.
Don't let my All right, now. Okay, now where was I?
Who knows?
Okay, we're gonna switch to a new topic. We're talking about the peace and love to all the people, and you know what I mean, being a good example by what you're doing, as far as your journey, how you inspire people. Chris just inspired that dude. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the thing is about your journey is, I mean, maybe you do, but I think like your story is just like powerful. Like it's like a super impactful story. Like people who don't know like the totality of everything. Like this is like, it's literally like something like if it was to get like put into a script. Yeah. Like cats would. Like, it could be a movie. They would see it and be like, bruh, you motherfuckers get a Grammy or Oscar for this shit. Like, because the story is so deep, and to see your growth into where you are and to see, like, all the great things that are happening. And, like, bro, it's powerful, man. It's just, like, watching you, like, from being in Cincinnati and seeing you just, like, bruh. Like, man, then now being here and seeing you, like leveling up and elevating just like as a speaker, I'm just like, bro. It's just like when I listen to you speak, I'm just like, bro, like I'm just like, whatever you're saying, like I want it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, but that's like a really good thing from just all of you. It's just like you're really good communicators in different ways. Chris can communicate in a way that makes people be like, you know what? I'm about to jump off a motherfucking bridge for this nigga. You know what I mean? And and Steven, he got that, he has that voice that it like it resonates with you on an emotional level, like, and it hits you in a different way that makes you want to do better in your life. And so like when you're naturally just around that and just I'm telling you, it's like his story is so powerful, and just like seeing how many, like just imagine if you didn't tell your story. Or if you didn't post your before and after and the things that you've gone through, like you've been very vulnerable. Yeah. And the funny thing is, this is like when I would hear stories of, let's just say, people who have these experiences, like you would hear it from them, and sometimes you may have some kind of doubt because you don't know these people, and sometimes people are trying to sell you a dream, or they're trying to
sell you some pills, or some programs.
Yeah, they're lying to you, and so because you don't really know them. But when I actually know someone like who has this crazy before and after story, it's just like, bro, this shit is deep. Yeah, you know what I mean, so like expressing that story, Like, that's why it's good to flex. I honestly, that's the biggest flex, is showing your story and creating that inspiration. And the people who think that is like, that's some kind of hate, or that's like you're showing off. Like, what? I'm showing off because I'm getting healthier?
It's crazy.
What? This is showing off? Getting healthier?
That's how you know they're sick.
It's just like, bro, the mindset of people who think like they're just like, that's fine. There's not like, I wish you the best. There's nothing I can do, and I don't want you around me. So, but you can't think about things like that and say that's a showing off or trying to think that you're better than someone just because you're getting healthier and making better life decisions and you're gaining knowledge about, like, bruh. Like, we need to change that way of thinking and look at these, like, the things that we're doing as examples of how you should live your life,
Good job. That was a good recovery.
Hey, man, you know what I mean? I bounced back like 2, 3, 4, 5, stink courtrooms in court size. Ain't too many.
I don't see my story the same way others do. Because
that's what I was thinking. Just like, that's what I was like, man, I don't think you understand how powerful it is.
I don't. And people tell me all the time, and I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I'm still in it.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe in 5 years, 10 years, I don't know.
You'll never understand the power of your story the way other people's do.
That's true.
You may understand more, but you will never feel the impact the way other people do because you lived it.
That's true.
But
I don't know anyone who's had anything like my story. Even in the field that I'm in, right? Even in the wellness field and people that I connect with and all the things that I do, I don't know anybody that has had a story like this and shares it in this way. And, I know that it's unique and, Steve Harvey, Oprah, Dr. Phil, whoever's out there, what I mean? Y'all
holla at me.
I know there's other people
I'll be his manager. Hey, hit me up.
That's definitely something that in the future, when I probably get even more further down the line.
Wow, you could do it now.
Yeah, best I would.
I'm just.
Or you can just get started.
You've been needing to share your story on larger platforms. I've been telling you to do this for years.
Like, when is going to be the perfect time to start?
There's never going to be a perfect time.
Exactly.
You in your head, you're like, I still got a ways to go or whatever, and it's like, it doesn't matter because all the time that you spend still trying to go back and forth on your journey and make those incremental improvements.
He knows this.
People could be hearing your story on such a larger scale. I've told you, you knew this from a long time ago, that your story was the most impactful story we've ever shared on AHA.
So we need a manager.
Stop being a little.
Hey man, watch your mouth, man.
Stop acting like you scared.
As vulnerable as I have been, like I'll say that I'll tell people like I'm shy, and they're just like, no, you're not, and it's just like you don't understand. Like I still have my insecurities. Like there's things that I share that I don't want to, and I still share it, right? Like I'll put something out and I'll start getting likes on it, and I'm like, ooh, can y'all just stop liking this? Like, you know what I mean? And it's the weirdest thing, right? Because I want them to like it. Like, I want people to see it. But at the same time, as soon as they start liking and commenting, I'm like, ooh, right? So people think, right? They have this, they say that no two people have the same version of you. And the version I have is not the version that they have. And they see me as this open, loud, boisterous, confident, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, that's who you have in your head, but, it's not really all of me. So I put stuff out there that is vulnerable. And, sometimes people say things and I'm just like, all right, cool. I just eat it, but that's part of my own growth journey, becoming more thicker skinned to, when you put something out there, what they say, like, if you put something out, no one can use it against you, right? Like, if I'd never shared that I've been in prison, people would be like, I'd be so scared for anyone to know.
Yeah. So now you built this brand. You're the health guru. You're what's that dude? Russell Brand, right? and then all of a sudden people start digging in your past. They see your arrest record and they start using it against you.
Yeah.
Oh, you talk about this health, but you're an alcoholic. So yeah, it's important. And even still, like when I talk about where I am, I tell people, like, look, I'm not perfect. I know y'all think that. They be like, you're a vegan. I say, I'm not a vegan. Like, it's not even to the point where I can't, like, me being honest and upfront about stuff isn't even enough. I have to also disallow people to put labels and things on me because they'll do that based on their perception of me.
Yeah, and then they'll have expectations that, like, I didn't commit to this.
Right.
Yeah.
Mel's a vegan though.
You know,
No, I'm not. I don't want to be under that umbrella.
Oh, you changed it.
I don't like the umbrella.
Oh, this is recent.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, because I just didn't know the right term, because this was always a feeling. I was just like, I don't know what else to call it.
Okay. We don't have to call it anything. We eat a whole food diet.
I eat fruits and vegetables and sometimes grains.
You eat a whole food diet.
Yeah. I don't know, because vegan is like people, chemicals and all that stuff.
It's getting worse.
I don't like. That's not. I can't. I can't be under that if that's what they consider a vegan.
People hear plant-based and then they instantly think packaged food. Like that's instantly. So it's just like, even they have ruined what we were like, even saying I'm a plant-based vegan or I'm plant-based. It's like, okay, they instantly think like packaged food, Impossible, Beyond Burgers. You know what I mean? That's what they think. And it's like, no, I don't even say that anymore. I eat whole foods. That's my diet. I eat whole foods.
Yeah.
And I'm not perfect with that, but you know what I mean? I eat whole foods most of the time. So yeah, that's just what I would describe. I mean, you described it perfectly.
Yeah. I don't like. I used to be like, yes, I'm a vegan, but now I'm just like,
you sure did. Well, you said, well, then, because at one point you started trying to work it out because you said, well, I'm a dietary vegan. You know what I mean?
Because I'm not like marching for, like, granted, I do have a soft spot for animals and all that stuff. So I'm not like throwing paint on people and.
Oh, that's too much, bro.
That's just crazy.
That's from all them Impossible burgers
and
they be eating.
Protesting and marching. It's like, bro, people are like, this country and this world runs on like the death and killing and animals. Like, bro, y'all doing this is a waste of fucking time. You know what I mean? You know, like, look, man, it's not about killing animals, honestly. It's about the disrespect. Because seriously, like, animals kill each other all day, every day. It's part of their nature.
It's part of life.
Oh, so do we.
We kill things. Things kill, things. It's like life. The thing that's different is, number one, it's our gluttony and it's our overconsumption. So if animals are a resource, whether you look at them as food or materials, they're a resource, just like a plant, a tree, or whatever. Anytime you overconsume, you're going to cause a detriment to the greater ecosystem. That's really the problem. You know what I mean? And then also, of course, you're creating environments to torture and enslave animals, which other animals don't do that either. It's like everybody's free to do what they do. We all have our part and role that we play in the sustainability of our world. No one's enslaving anybody. No, it's like if you get caught slipping and that lion gets you, you know what I'm saying? It's just you weren't strong enough, right? It just happens.
Bro, it would be scary to just be walking out in your backyard and you just see a lion.
No, I don't want any parts of that.
Or a bear.
Nope, not interested.
Bruh.
Well, and that's because we're so disconnected from nature, because they're no different from dogs and cats.
I don't know if I can agree with that, Chris.
Correct. Lion is a big cat.
I think that a wild lion.
You think you could tame a lion?
Well, they
like if you grew up with a lion, you just be chilling.
Well, yeah,
with it?
you can tame.
Would you be comfortable?
If you grew up with them.
Can I answer one question? Which question do you want me to answer?
Answer them.
Because if it's an elephant, you don't have the same feeling, right?
Hell no, because they friendly.
Exactly. So what happens is society has trained you to think lions are bad. They're evil. They eat. They slash. They kill.
Well, they're more aggressive.
Bears are evil. They eat. They slash. They kill. Elephants, they cool though.
Well,
a giraffe, he's cool.
No,
they're both big creatures that could stomp you out.
Yeah, but naturally,
a horse can stomp you out. Why doesn't a wild horse scare you? One kick, and it's life over.
Pow, right in the kisser.
But lions are naturally very aggressive.
Says who? The Discovery Channel?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Look at how lions act in nature when they're just being observed. They're not just aggressive. They're not just fighting, killing each other. Yeah. Most of the time, the lion is chilling. like a cat would on the ground.
So my perception of how I view lions is skewed based on how I've seen them in movies and.
Okay. Well, you know what, Chris? I'll agree with that. Right. I'll give you that. But that is the world that we live in.
Sure.
And in the world that we live in now, if you go into the wild,
but you can study this though.
If you go into the wild, you may get attacked. There may be a very good chance you'll get attacked. It's in the wild, in the Sahara.
I don't know where you get that from.
I think that
because most animals don't mess with us. It's more rare for an animal to mess with us. Typically, they are more frightened of us.
You think that if I was in the rainforest and there was a panther lurking, you think I'm safe?
Shit.
You think you're safe?
I don't want to be there to find out. Fuck that. I ain't going to rainforest. I ain't going to the zoo.
You look over and you see his eyes glowing, but he's a panther, so he's all black. He's blacked out.
And you just see the yellow glowing.
You just see him, the eyes glowing.
I'm gonna be like,
you're gonna be cool?
No, T'Challa.
You're asking me a loaded question because I grew up in the same environment you did. All I'm doing is pointing out the fact that we've been manipulated. Okay, because if you ask an indigenous person who lives in that jungle, are they going to be afraid? They're going to say, no, not at all.
Okay, I can see your point. I don't agree or disagree with you.
I mean, it just is.
Yeah,
we've been manipulated.
I'm scared. Think about it.
Yeah, it's gonna scare me.
It's the same thing that they did to white people about black people.
You think that they'll smell my pheromones? They'll smell my fear?
I don't know if any of that is true.
I don't want to be.
Well, even if it isn't, I don't want to test it. Someone else can test it.
I don't want to be. Would you test it?
So there was this thing about the bear.
He gave me the politician.
I already said no. It was a pretty simple answer for me.
I'm giving you a real life example. There's the thing about the bear. The people who had the bear. He was coming up or whatever. That bear seemed completely calm. Right? That bear did not have any aggressiveness. He was just the baby or the person was calling him. Somebody was calling the bear. The bear was coming, and it seemed very cool. Like if I would have handled that bear some nuts or something, it would have took it and ate it and whatever.
Steven.
So in that instance, I would have been cool with it. Now, am I out? We're at a campsite and a random bear comes around and it's clearly looking for food and you don't have any shelter, no protection. I'm gonna move differently, right? It just depends on the environment, but I'm not going to just be like, because in any environment, be like, oh my God, bear, run! That's an evil creature. It's gonna bite me. It's gonna kill me. That's all I'm saying.
Did y'all see that video of it was a lady and her child. They were like at a park, and then there was just the food on the table, and then the bear was just, they wouldn't say nothing. They was just still, and the bear was, eating up all the goodies.
I didn't see that.
It was probably on Tony Baker's.
So you're telling me that the bear would rather eat the snacks than the people?
Yeah.
I don't think that they inherently are
aggressive.
That's what you just said.
No, I said lions were more aggressive.
You think a grizzly bear is portrayed as less aggressive than a lion?
Well, they used to have like lions.
Even polar bears are vicious, right?
Okay, I heard they were more vicious.
Pets in like Abu Dhabi and
sure,
we've seen that. I think that in general, it's they're smart. They're intelligent. And if they feel threatened in any way, they're going to be threatening.
Or if their cubs are around and they're cubs, they feel, just like any other.
So and they say that, when a bear attacks, act big because they are like, oh, okay, well, you're not scared of me. So I don't know. Me personally, dude, like, I don't really have a strong stance on this in any way. If you say that we've been manipulated, I can say I agree with that because that's how they do. I see animals in the wild and, I've seen them in the zoo or whatever, and I don't have experience with them. So yes, I have a.
My dude, Chris don't believe in nothing.
You don't believe in nothing.
He said, who said this? National Geographic, the Discovery Channel.
And you know what? At the
like I thought these people study this. Like,
and at the same time, you may be absolutely true, but guess what? I'm still not testing it. I don't have a desire for that.
And I'm not asking you to.
I'll go to the.
if I have a wolf cub and I raise that wolf cub, right, I'm gonna feel extremely comfortable and protected around the wolf cub.
I think that's different.
If you come over to my house and you see the wolf in my yard, you're gonna freak out.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
Because you've been taught wolves bad, eat, slash, kill.
And I think that any animal from the ground up.
Nigga, if I see something that looks like it belongs in an anime, I'm running.
Right, but that's
Why
my
does it have to be an
point.
anime? Why couldn't it be the jungle?
Well, because it could be a cat. It could be a cat in the yard, and you would react differently, right? Because you've been taught those are cute, cuddly, they're domesticated.
I'm allergic to cats.
You know what I mean?
know. Cats
but what if it's a honey badger? You know what I'm saying? Those look cute and cuddly, but that thing will mess you up. So it's like we've been sold a bill of goods because they don't want us to have an interaction with nature. They want us to be separated from nature. You can learn so much from animals. So they don't want them animals teaching you stuff.
I don't mind nature. I'm good on lions, hyenas, wolves.
You ain't trying to hang out with no hyenas?
No big cats. What about
like 90% of all sea creatures? You know what I mean?
I ain't messing with no sea creatures.
What about a coyote?
No.
Exactly. So basically any non-domesticated animal.
I think that if I was slowly in that world and I was presented it, then I could grow to understand them, right? And we probably could live more harmoniously, And so I don't disagree with you on that.
Here's the crazy part. You're worried about these animals with the claws and the stuff, but a crow could kill you, right? A crow. All it takes is crows are very good communicators.
One?
No, but crows, like they could easily kill you.
If I can get jumped by anything,
right? So, but
if there's enough goldfish, they'll take me out.
But the point is, crows, they fly. They're around. They're in huge droves. They could easily kill you, and they don't. And you don't even think about it because the animals don't just be thinking about killing us.
Ants could kill you.
It's not. Crows are predators.
Bees could kill you.
Crows are pet predators. It's not that they don't have the ability.
They were scavengers. Well, I guess that's a predator.
Yes. So it's not that they don't have the ability or the instinct to kill. They just choose not to kill you.
They wait till you're weak. And
they wait until you're already dead. Usually
smell blood.
They like the easy route.
You dating anybody right now?
Nah. Yeah, Rosie Palms.
Bro, that is.
You know what I mean?
Weren't you going out to like with the little group of people, the little meetups and stuff? You stopped doing that?
What do you mean?
Like you were going out. You were like
he went out last week.
You were in this vegan group and you were like you guys were going out every week.
Yeah, but no, they're not the squad. Yeah, like there's some cool people in there, but like, bro, I stand out like a sore thumb.
I'm sure you do.
What do you mean?
He's probably talking about the bright colors.
No, you're a character.
I'm not. You know what's funny? Because I went to AutoZone yesterday.
What'd they say?
Some dude stopped me. He was just like, bro. I said, I'm sorry to stop you, but I just love you. He was like, I love what you have on. He's like, what is this?
Was he Spanish?
Yeah. He was like, do you always? I was just like, what am I dressed like? What am I dressed like?
You don't even see it.
He's like, dude, I just like your style, man. I was just like, thank you. You know,
Arigato.
I mean, hood ass fucking employees at AutoZone.
Yeah,
the motherfuckers, they're not helpful. They're not helpful at all. I was thinking like, if I was an employee here, I would be a lot more helpful than where they are. I was like, nigga, I need some windshield wipers. He's just like, all right. You can do one, say 26, 16, any of them. I just like, all right. So I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just go online and look up this shit.
Yeah, well, you should. If you go to AutoZone, you should have already looked up either on your phone or on your manual what size you need.
Yeah. I mean, I've already did that prior.
Right.
Anytime I go anywhere, I'm always looking up, research and looking at reviews and shit.
So then they should have. They could tell you, well, listen, we have 3 different brands. There's our brand. There's Rain-X, and then yada yada yada. These are the best ones, but they're also the most expensive.
I expected them to either say that or at least go get them for me, because last time I went to an AutoZone, that was not in a uncouth area.
Oh.
I'll say that. I received service and there was no complaints.
Hey man, when I go to AutoZone, I see an old white dude with glasses on, and he behind the counter. He looks a little scruffy. That's who I want.
His shirt's tucked in.
Yep,
I mean,
that's who I want.
Give
I
me
don't
a
want
scruffy dude,
them
man.
clean dudes. They're just well put together. No sir.
I don't want no hood nigga.
If I see a dude
Wow.
where he looks
dope, man.
he looks nerdy, he looks like he's a little older, like he got some he looks a little worn down. That's who I want to talk to, because those are the guys that were either ex-mechanics, they work on cars, they have an understanding of certain things. I don't want the cleanest dude in there. You're just telling me maybe what I want to hear, or you're good at talking.
Yeah,
but
I have an appreciation for good service.
I do too.
You know,
But is that their job at AutoZone? Because I know they're helpful and stuff, but I wonder what the policy is. Like how they train.
if they're able to. No, they should be able to.
Like how they're trained. So, for example, when you go to Chick-fil-A, you have a very uniform experience, whether you're in the hood or whether you're in Highland Ridge.
Nigga, they don't have Chick-fil-A's in the hood.
They have one Chick-fil-A in the hood area of one city, in one state. You find them. They're rare. But anyway, the point is, I know because I've heard these experiences from people who went to the hood Chick-fil-A's, and they'd be like, yo, I don't know what they did, how they got these hood people in line, but whatever their training regimen is dope.
It's at $18 an hour. That's what the training regimen
I mean,
is.
it wasn't always, but I'm just saying, like, Chick-fil-A, come on, bro.
They probably
Chick-fil-A,
wouldn't even hire you though. Like,
yes, they would, because it's
No,
in a hood area.
No, what I'm saying is, like, if you didn't, like, if they weren't able to
get you to the point where
get you
you
to
were
that point where you're
in
you're
line.
so respectable, they probably have to take you through some kind of test or to see your type of personality, something like
I
that.
don't know, Mel. All I know, I think that might be part of it. I don't know. Their vetting process is pretty
Because
good.
they wouldn't hire someone just because they applied. They
No,
would have
no.
to have some ability to fall in line. Be willing to be led or to get with the program in order to stay with that company.
Right. I mean, Chick-fil-A has a very stringent program, bro. I mean, I have considered in the past working for Chick-fil-A to find out what they do.
Yeah, we better get you a franchise.
So you're gonna be
There was a time when I wanted to get a franchise.
Chris Undercover.
I plan on buying a franchise of something.
I've let that go.
Really?
And it's so crazy. I was going to do a Chipotle. I was going to do a Chipotle.
I mean, 200,000,
Bro, it's easy. I could do it now. It's crazy how your desires change. When I was making $13 an hour, I'm like, bro, I'm getting a Chipotle.
I'm sorry, not Chipotle, but do you think that Chick-fil-A is on the level of McDonald's yet?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No.
But they're
When it comes McDonald's to does real estate.
Franchise.
No.
But I know that McDonald's. This is years ago when we looked, but they were $1 million, and there was a 3-year waiting list.
Right.
I don't think Chipotle is there, or I keep saying Chipotle. Chick-fil-A is there yet, but they're going to be.
I don't know if they ever will.
You don't think so?
No, because Chipotle.
The way these lines be.
Chick-fil-A, and why? Why are the lines like that, Steve?
It's because they put crack in their chicken.
Yes, but it's because they put quality over quantity.
Oh, okay.
The only way you ever get to McDonald's level is by changing your business model.
And you pay people more.
And they're not doing that. They're not going to do that. They're going to keep their business model at work.
Man, I could get me a Rita's Italian Ice, man. Had that thing open 4 months, 6 months out of the year.
We can do a lot of things with franchises.
Italian Ice?
But
you haven't even heard of it?
The one in
It's called Rita's
down the
Italian
street,
Ice.
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, they got one down the street. Yeah.
But what's the return on investment in your time? It doesn't make sense anymore.
It's something that you can hire somebody to take care of.
Bro, you are wildin'. If you think you're gonna buy McDonald's and hire someone to
didn't say
take care of your McDonald's,
I'm not buying
it doesn't
McDonald's.
matter what it is. Your Chick-fil-A, your Chipotle, it doesn't matter.
Okay, you know what I would buy? A Capriati's. I'd bring Capriati's to Dallas,
Okay,
Texas.
fine, because you understand the ins and outs of it. But the reality is that's going to become your life. And how much money are you making? See, you got to think. He's got
shop.
Yeah, I want to eat there, but
he's got a McDonald's.
Why would you do that? That
He's-
doesn't
he's-
even match up with your lifestyle.
He's got a McDonald's, but how much
the
money
match
is he
level
actually making off of it? Like legit.
I think that over time it would.
Over time. And what do you got to do during that time, that
You know,
overtime?
just
You
hire
got to put in work. It doesn't make. That's why I'm not doing it, and also because I don't believe in those brands anymore.
Yeah, you're right. It does sound good though.
It sounds good. Oh, I own a McDonald's. It sounds real good.
You keep saying McDonald's. Nobody
It
wants to buy
doesn't matter. Wingstop. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. What do you think? Chipotle or Chick-fil-A is better than McDonald's?
Nah, they're worse.
So stop it.
Stop the cap.
You keep saying McDonald's. Yeah,
I know because it's the worst one.
I'm gonna go with whichever one's gonna make me the most money if I'm gonna do it. Because they're
Find
all
something
bad.
that's up and coming. What about a Blaze Pizza?
No. What's
Why?
good about Blaze Pizza?
They got good options.
I mean, maybe a salada.
Okay, see? Well, now we're talking. Something to think about.
Should prostitution be legal or illegal?
It should be legal.
What do you think, Steven?
Should prostitution be legal or illegal?
Yeah.
This is hard.
No, it's not.
That's what
Well, because morally, I disagree with it.
Why?
Because I just think it's disgusting.
Where? Okay.
you think prostitution
morally.
morally, you think it's disgusting?
Yeah,
Do
I don't
you think there are benefits of prostitution?
Lots.
Okay, yes, I do. I think that there are. Well, I said that's why I said it's hard.
What makes prostitution morally bad? I don't understand.
It's just how. Okay, well, these are that moral. It's for
Okay.
me. You asked Steven. You already gave your answer, and I'm splitting my answer up. So I don't think that it is a good thing. I think that it is. I think that number one, you have a lot of these women, especially now, and prostitution can go both ways, right? But let's be honest, it doesn't. But I think that you have a lot of these, women now are finding their value or their place in the world by selling their bodies, well, through OnlyFans, through through doing videos, right? All this stuff, and I think it's disgusting. I was on Hinge, and I've had like literally prostitutes or escorts, whatever you want to call them, hit me up, message me, hey honey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, what's up?
honey.
I didn't know they were escort. Oh, what are you doing tonight? You want to hang out? I'm just like, you look kind of good. You know what I mean? Like, oh, something ain't right about this, right?
Yeah.
She looks fantastic. And then she tells me, oh, I'm an escort,
It's just gonna be $200 an hour,
Right.
baby.
So,
I give you good time.
so morally, I don't like the way that
Be
makes
like, hold
me
on.
feel. I don't like feeling like an ATM. I don't like that.
You don't
This
want to
is
be used.
It's a Steven thing.
Don't
right?
use me.
And even if I'm getting something and you're getting something, to me, it still doesn't. To me, for Steven, it doesn't work because if I'm giving you dick, you're still getting something too.
But why would you?
Hold on, let me finish. Now, flip that, right? The other side of that coin, I think that prostitution should be legal because there's two sides to this.
So you're not gonna answer the question. I need one answer, not two.
Okay,
Both.
Well, I'm giving both sides of my opinion. Morally, I think it's wrong, but I think on the legal side, I think that it is beneficial in the sense of there's a lot of men out here that are struggling. There's a lot of men out here that are not getting sex, that are not in relationships, and they'll get caught up because they're trying to get some sort of level of intimacy from women. So I think that there's a void there. And I think that unfortunately, prostitution, escorts, obviously they're here for a reason. They fill that void. So if it was legal, number one, it would drive the price down and it would become more widely available. And I think that a lot of men would start doing better in a sense. Instead of chasing women to becoming simps and all this stuff, I think that they would become, they can just pay for it. And then they can just live their life. And then now if they want sex, they can pay for it if they can't get another way.
They would become empowered. So it would create balance in our modern world, where women have literally all the power, and now men have an equalizer.
So
Part of the reason why relationships are so askew is because women have the power. They have the leverage right now in relationships.
So you think the so let me make sure I understand this. So what you're saying is that, Chris, you think that prostitution would bring balance back to our society.
Okay. That's what's up. No, I didn't say that at all. I think that it's a
Trying to make a reel out of him real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was the real. That was the real. That's the part. I think that I think it's an equalizer in certain aspects of relationships, and it also, it's kind of like one of them things where when somebody tells you you can't do something, say something, have something, it only makes you want to have it more. If you oversaturate or if you overexpose someone to something, it doesn't mean anything to them anymore.
I wonder what the male happiness, right? Single male happiness is in like Nevada or Vegas, where it's legal, right? Where you can go to a brothel or whatever and you can just pay for it. I wonder what the level, the male like happiness rate is. I bet if we start looking into that,
it's over 9,000.
I think most people that use those services don't live there. I think they travel there.
I could see that. I think that, like, I wonder what that looks like if they did a global study and to see where it's legal. Let's say Thailand, where it's.
I mean, yeah, if you look at different.
Thailand.
I don't know. I just, they be out there.
You get them boy girls.
You get them lady boys.
Why is it always about them?
That's because that's what Thailand is known for.
I don't want any of that.
I didn't say that you did. I said that's what they're known for. But a lot of times they be looking just like women, so you get out there and you may not know.
I'm gonna know because.
Hello, tall black man.
I'm going
you want to take me out for a drink?
I'm gonna know because the lady boys.
I got the sushi.
They know that they are men. They don't pretend to be something they're not, like over here.
It's completely different.
That's like they just cross-dressed then.
Yeah, well, no, they're transvestites. Oh. They just don't pretend to be women.
They don't think that they're women. They know what they are.
They know that they're men.
But like I said, I can see both sides of the coin, and I don't have a straight answer. I think that if we got to that, you look at the Bible, you look at Sodom and Gomorrah, where it was literally like Vegas was basically Vegas. And maybe that may just be a core value. I can see how it'd be beneficial.
Bro, there's been prostitution since the dawn of time.
That's correct.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out where the moral thing comes from. It's ingrained in our experience.
Like it's always existed.
It's always existed. It's only
and
recent
so just
that it's
because it's
illegal.
legal or illegal doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Right. So
Correct.
You might as well make it legal.
I mean, honestly, it happens every day. You go out on a date with a woman. And you're paying for her time. You pay to entertain her.
Yeah.
You pay for her food. You pay to get her drinks. You may buy her a little gift. And then maybe that date or the next day you have a one-night stand. I mean, that's basically prostitution.
So you're basically saying that
you're already doing it.
You're basically saying that all women are on some level.
That's not what I said.
Prostitutes.
No, you're not making it real. That's not what I said.
So Stephen, what you're actually saying,
Steven,
your wife is a prostitute.
She's a prostitute.
That's not what I said.
But you have to watch.
Y'all are stupid. Nah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said I agree, but I disagree. I think that morally, for me, there's something that I have again, in it. It's just not for me. I don't think it's a good thing. But I can definitely see how there's a class of people.
Have you ever had a prostitute?
Plead the fifth.
I've
plead the fifth.
I mean, this is an answer right here. I mean, so
I'm thinking. I plead the fifth. I had a wild life.
My boy out here
living. It used to be a common thing that when a man got married for his bachelor party, they'd hire prostitutes. People call them strippers. They call them strippers. They call them this. Okay, that's cool. We can play that game if we want. But for the right amount of money, you can sleep with them. So let's not play that game.
I've had a bachelor party.
It's very common. So for a lot of dudes, people listening, oh, that's bad. That's this, that, whatever. We do it. We just reframe it so it's digestible.
Right. Because morally, it doesn't feel good.
I don't think there's anything morally wrong with it. Now,
then why do we do that? As a society, I'm talking about as a whole. You don't, maybe.
You would pay for a prostitute?
Uh-oh.
See, y'all are, once again, you're twisting my words.
No, I'm asking a question.
Would I pay for a prostitute? Probably not. Not because of morals.
What if you were a guy that just didn't have sex for years and you just weren't getting girls, you weren't attractive?
I mean, if
you just needed to
I would
get some of them.
If I was in that class of men who have been single, they're unattractive, maybe they're at home all day, they get disability somehow, they're not working, and they're no woman wants them, I would pay for a prostitute.
Right, but that's a very specific, scenario.
It's a real scenario.
But this is the reason why I'm saying it should be legal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I can see both sides of the argument. I don't really
It's
have.
probably good. I think prostitution could be good for mental health.
It is.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
It is. Who do you think is going around like women and like shooting people up? And who do you think they are? You think it's a dude?
Damn virgins.
You think it's a dude in a happy relationship
Virgins wouldn't be
who's
doing
had healthy interactions with women? No.
yeah, some men just need a woman.
It's
to
the
even
incel.
Fake it. I mean, a lot
the
like,
incel.
like
Don't fake it on me.
no. Okay, well, I said some. Right?
Nah, you
If
better
you've
let me know.
If you've never had a feminine woman who's nurturing, who's caring, who is just like who seems to be so into you, you may hire a woman to do that, and there are escorts to do that, and they don't even have sex.
They just want a
men
hug.
just want
They need
someone to love them.
that feminine energy.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
maybe for some
Give me them
guys,
pheromones.
that may be what they need to
Give me
help
some
get them
estrogen.
out of depression or get them to the next level. Once again, I don't think that it's ever going to happen. I personally, I would never advocate for it. Morally, once again, I think it's wrong. But at the same time, I can see how it would be a benefit.
I mean, technically, I guess in a sense, it's already legal.
I mean, there are elements
Considering
of it that are
like
legal,
And,
there's
they're-
OnlyFans
Yeah,
and
but
all
that's
that
different.
stuff.
No, it's not.
But they're
the
selling
same.
No,
their
they're sex
body.
workers.
There's a difference
They're
between
sex workers.
actively putting yourself into a woman and then watching her.
They're selling
They're
their
sex
body.
workers.
I could see that. Okay, I know.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this then.
I agree with that.
If I'm a police officer and I catch you and a woman in the car and she's giving you a hand job or a foot, she's using her feet to do it, is that illegal or not? I paid you. I got her off the street. I paid her, $50 to give me a foot job.
I'm
or
gonna answer
whatever.
this the way that Mel would. I wouldn't do it in the car.
That's not the scenario.
Why you put me in your answer?
That-
I ain't got to do with your answer.
Because
That's
how you
not.
would answer
That's
a
not the
question like
scenario.
that.
I'm asking you. I'm a police officer, and I catch you and a girl in a car that you paid
Freeze.
to give you a foot job. Is that prostitution, and is it illegal? Yes or no,
I don't know if it's prostitution. I think that it would be like indecent exposure,
bro?
or-
It's prostitution.
Okay.
It's prostitution.
I'm not gonna
So
argue.
it's not
with
about
that point.
penetrating it. So
It's not.
no. So if you have OnlyFans,
Let's
and all
look up
this-
the definition of prostitution. Oh my god. Let's see if there's a definition so we
So
can.
are OnlyFans models prostitutes?
they're sex workers.
Okay, I could see that.
Prostitution is almost like
Does it have to be? Does prostitution mean it has to be sex?
the
Are we allowed to
practice
have
or
this conversation?
occupation of engaging in sexual activity
Oh, it's prostitution.
with someone for payment.
prostitution.
Okay.
That is prostitution.
Are we
Now,
allowed to
if
say all these words?
that's the reason why, that's the reason why, if you do mess with a prostitute or something of that nature, you
put us
never
on- put us on game.
You never pay them. You give them a gift. You never pay them
Huh.
because
me
legally it's
something.
not prostitution.
Taught
You
me
give them a
something.
gift.
So you would just say, "All right, well, I'm gonna take you out, and we're gonna go to dinner, but it's just a gift." There's a.
I mean,
there's
if
a,
you want, if she'll accept that gift as payment.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So that's like the loophole. Like if you get involved, like no, just
Bro, look,
it's a birthday.
If you're in
I
a
decided-
relationship and you have sex with a prostitute, is that cheating?
Not in Japan, it's not.
It's not in Japan. It's not. Yeah.
Stop.
No.
Wait, this is a
Part
real
of their
thing?
culture.
Yeah, women they expect it. They like I'll be totally fine with it. Japanese women.
They expect it.
I mean, you
What
better
about,
go.
what about the Spanish culture?
Oh no, you better.
They don't want to know
Nah,
about it.
no motherfucker.
They don't want to know about
They're
it.
crazy.
Nah. Them
No.
Spanish women crazy.
No,
man.
when you're
Spanish women are crazy. Like they're like passionate.
passion's a better word. They're not
Yeah,
crazy.
no, the motherfuckers crazy, but
Well,
they
I've-
still passionate, but they
I've
crazy.
met some crazy ones, but
I definitely have.
passion is a good word.
Yeah.
You know, interestingly, I've dated more Spanish women since I've been to Texas than any other like race of women.
I mean, shit, we right next to Mexico. Shit.
I know, but it just never it surprised me. I'm like, man, Spanish women like me.
Would you think you would get some cowgirls or something? Like, yeehaw, Steven.
Yeah, we're not really right next to Mexico though.
I mean, when you
really-
look at it on the,
well,
in,
really
the, in
far
the
away.
grand scheme of things, we are.
I mean, we're closer
mean
to
the
the border.
state?
yeah, I mean,
the
when you look at it
States
in
is
the
right-
grand scheme of it, we
There
are.
are states closer to Mexico than we are.
Yeah, I mean,
but that does not mean
if we're in
we're
Houston,
still
we're
not
probably
right
closer.
next to it. We literally
No,
are.
he's correct. We are right next to it, but it's like, bro, like, but it's a 15-hour drive though. It's like
It's like
Hey,
far.
man,
17
sometimes
hour drive
15
is-
hours is worth it for the
It took us 17 hours to get here from Ohio, and we're not right next to Texas. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
tell
like,
you what, man, get you one of them Spanish women, nice brown skin.
I think either my next
Nice
girl
long
gonna be a Spanish
hair.
chick,
look at these guys.
or
Are you manifesting?
an Arab chick, or Indian, or Thai, or Korean, or something.
So anything except
I ain't fucking with these black girls no more, man. Nah, man, they done. It's done. It's a wrap, son.
Oh man, they had their chance.
They had their chance, man.
What if you? What you?
No, I mean, I'm not like
You're not saying.
I'm
no.
not like getting rid of the opportunity, but I'm not like seeking.
look, the reality is you've had the same outcomes with other women. You're still single. You've been with all these other women.
No, I
You've
haven't
been
had,
with all these
the
other
outcome
cultures
is
of women.
no, but
gotta
I'm
get you one
talking
of them ones
about
off
I'm
the
talking
boat.
about going on dates,
Mel, the
not
outcome,
relationships.
The outcome is a relationship. You're still single. So you could say, oh,
Yes, because I've only been targeting black chicks.
no, that's only in the past like year. Look at the rest.
That's when I've been looking.
Look at-
I've been targeting black chicks. Nothing good happened. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna find.
You know why? Because you've been dating, you're used to dating a different type of woman. You've been so used to it for so long. In your head,
I'm not used to dating women that be like, oh, "You're sick, get better. Oh, I need help. Oh, pay for my battery in my car. Like, I didn't even know you were mine.
That's wild.
Like, what are we doing here?
I will say,
If you're my man, you're gonna take care of it.
I will say that culturally, there are some disparities, but I will say that obviously you can't just say all black women.
I don't think he was saying that.
Not all black women,
it's
but just the black women that I've been.
The ones that you meet,
That
the one that
mean?
you attract or to be attracted to.
I mean, the thing is, like, I actually desire it. Like, I really want a sister. Like, I deeply want one.
It just seems like they don't. It feels
You
like they
guys
don't want us.
choose the wrong ones.
That's
because you don't have experience talking to them. You don't understand how to filter them.
I've experienced talking to them.
Okay.
I've said this multiple
telling
times. I've been in more relationships with black women than anything else.
Okay, that doesn't mean that you've had more interactions with them than anybody else.
I've been in more
It
relationships.
doesn't matter. You haven't had
It
more
doesn't matter.
interactions. You don't know how to filter them.
I mean, he good.
Oh, Chris,
He-
yes, I do.
Steve-
I don't date
So
hood chicks.
so then if you
Like, what are you talking about?
if you
just-
know how to filter them, then you wouldn't have this opinion because I don't have y'all's
Steven
opinion.
didn't have an opinion. Mel had an opinion. I've been quiet. I said I'm getting me a Spanish chick. Mel had an opinion.
Okay.
Let's be clear.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So y'all, whatever, y'all take that energy and point it right here, not at me.
The math ain't mathing over here.
That's what it is.
Hey man, as long as she got a little melanin up in her. When I went in my journal 2 years ago, I wrote down what I want, and I wrote that she needs to have melanin. Period.
I think everyone has melanin.
She can't be
Okay,
scarred by the sun.
so-
She can't get burned by the sun.
Correct. She can be out in the
can't
sun.
be- she can't get sunburned?
Yeah, she can't get sunburned.
She has color to her. So
So you want a colored girl.
You want to color.
Wrap this up. Wrap this up.
So Stephen Michael, what
Shout-
you basically
shout-
said.
So, but what Stephen Michael basically says
You're
is
looking
that
for a
you're
colored
looking for a
girl.
colored girl.
Wrap this up.
All right, my colored people out there.
Wow.
Thank you all for tuning in once again.
I feel like that's racist.
what, colored people?
Yeah, you allowed to say that?
I would rather be called colored than black.
Yeah, because we're
we're
colored.
not-
We're,
because
actual
Because
color.
we're actually
I'm actual
we're
color.
actually colored. Yeah.
Like I'm closer to a dark like yellow orange than black.
You're
Like
copper colored.
when you go into the to edit photos, like if I add orange, it gives me more of my own color than if I add black.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be called orange
Yeah.
Okay.
Orange. You want to be called orange?
or colored.
You could just be colored, copper
Did
colored.
people
That
will
would be-
mistake you for a fruit?
Wow,
We
man,
can't call you
I'll
orange.
Take that. I'll take that.
Orange piccolo.
Nah, I don't want that. I don't,
Okay.
I don't know why they went. I don't know
Piccolo,
why they did that.
Bro, that was so trifling and
like,
lazy.
Like orange
his
piccolo.
His transformation was trifling, lazy, and rushed. And so was Gohan's.
Well, didn't he
that whole
wish
movie was
for the ability to
They
unlock
brought
it?
that Cell Max, and I'm just like, bro, he can't even talk. Like, I just don't like the way they did that.
That
I felt like they
whole
were good up to that point.
Yeah, the movie wasn't good, but
That movie
I
was
like
not
the
good.
animation.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then the guys, I forget their names, the twins.
Yeah, the
androids.
Androids.
Yeah, they were fantastic. I loved them. They could have just made the movie with them. Leave Cell Max and all that out. Find something else. But when that was lazy.
It was lazy.
It was like, okay, we need to find a way to bring them together. Find a better way. Like, have them fight somebody new, right? And they don't need to be this super crazy. Like, you brought Cell back.
Well,
and then,
well, here's the problem. You're trying to introduce new characters without any real backstory. You're trying to do it all in a movie that's like 2 hours long. It doesn't make sense. Traditional Dragon Ball would have dragged that thing out for 2 years. You're trying to do it in 2 hours. So it doesn't what they needed to have done with that movie is brought back an old enemy. If you just want to put a movie out. If you want to give Gohan a new level or whatever the case may be, you needed to bring back an old.
They could have brought back just Cell. Bring back Cell. Like, find a way, bring him back.
I mean, they brought Broly back so many times.
I'm just saying, if you want to bring Cell Max, if you want Cell, bring back Cell. Like, call him Cell 2.0. Dr. Gero did something.
But see, it's got to be Cell Max because you only have 2 hours to make the movie.
You can call him Cell Max and then just change him a little bit.
You can't make him the other cells. Other cells too intelligent. You need a way longer movie. You need a whole series.
You don't have
Would
to be
you
Cell.
be satisfied with the Cell being defeated in 2 hours?
No.
Based upon Gohan getting a new level, yeah, he beat him before.
No, the thing is, we didn't have any kind of connection to any of those characters.
Yeah, but not just the connection. I like the twins, but the way they did Cell was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
it was.
Orange Piccolo, he was just big, and he got his ass whooped. He wasn't even like, for real. He just got his ass whooped, and all of a sudden he can get big too. Like, this is lazy.
Well, no, that's one of his powers.
They should have just had it
What
with
is
someone else and made a movie with interaction with someone from another universe.
Oh, I would have loved that too.
Like either Hit or some of the other Saiyans.
Nah. You could have another enemy would. You could have.
Like the Saiyans in that's in the little kids.
They're weak. Oh.
Kaba.
Yeah, Kaba in his universe.
Well, yeah, but you said an enemy, so he could have been somebody else. They could have introduced someone random and just said, "Yes, I'm from some." You know, universe
I would have
3.
rather you gave us backstory on Vegeta or something, Planet Vegeta, and did a movie about that, and then
they went to Planet Vegeta.
Yeah, and maybe tied it in versus this.
Even with
like
the same characters, like, and then they get a new power and everything. I'm cool with all that, but the number one, Orange Piccolo, like, bro, who said, "Oh, this is fire"?
And then the way they did his chin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who said this is? Who looked at that and said this is fire?
I hope they get rid of him.
Nah, he's actually
Or
part of the storyline now.
they just need to have. They start another storyline.
No, it's part of the storyline.
Okay, well, he needs another transformation to say, well, this was like, okay, well, like when they had was Super Saiyan, but like the bulky version, Ultra. Okay, like do that. You know what I mean? Make his orange.
Okay, instead of like
that was Ultra, but now he actually perfects it, and then now he's he's still
Super Namekian.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, do that. Like, take that away.
I mean, shit.
No, Mel. It was trash.
No, that's true.
I'm okay. I didn't mind Piccolo's.
Yeah, but you're
I
more
mean,
accepting though.
I didn't really like Gohan's. Like, I didn't mind Piccolo's
Bro,
because
they're
it was
both
good
trash.
to see him get some power,
He
some kind of
cheated to
power
get
up.
it.
I just don't feel like they needed to change Gohan so much.
They
like,
cheated to get it.
They changed Gohan after the Cell Saga.
His hair is way too big.
I-
bro.
It's
like, bro, like, why is your hair bigger than your?
It's just like
body?
Gohan is not Vegeta. He's not Goku. Like, they just keep fucking with Gohan.
Yeah, they
Is that your favorite character?
No,
No,
but they still mess him up.
They keep messing him up, man. They've been messing him up for a long time. Mystic Gohan was absolute fire.
Right.
Number one, his demeanor. Number two, the way he got his power, how he stood up to Boo. Like that
I'm gonna kill you.
that energy is incredible. That's Goku like level 2 or something. Energy. Maybe like level 2 energy.
Then they made him. He was cool being a nerd, but then they just made it. Oh, he never works out, never trains. Like, stop playing Gohan.
Hey man, he gotta read and he got homework.
I'm
bruh.
okay with that. Well, give him something. Give him another power. Give him something where he gets super smart. I don't know, dude. Like, bro, don't play him. When he was
If he ain't fighting, there's no point.
when he was in the Boo saga, that was the best Gohan.
The Boo?
Yeah.
I think
when he was Mystic Gohan.
I mean, I see why you say that, but
As an adult, you like Teen Gohan
Cell
better?
Saga was
yeah, Cell Saga Gohan. Can't
that
be
Gohan
tough.
was
Why? Because
peak.
he was just more battling. I liked him
because
as an
he
adult.
grew.
No, but I'm okay. I'm thinking of aesthetically. I like him as an adult. Like he was more badass as a teen. But I would like that same energy, but in his adult version, and he grows with everybody.
Yeah, it's hard to do that. Mystic Gohan is the best way to approach it.
Okay,
though.
that's what I'm saying. That he's an adult.
Yeah, I think Mystic Gohan was because he came in like, bro, he ain't even Super Saiyan and he whooping ass.
Right, and it's just like, whoa, wait a minute, how are you getting this power?
Like I am stronger than a Super Saiyan right now.
It's
You
like
know what I mean?
I'm weaker as a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
It drains his energy faster. It becomes like a detriment.
Yeah, Gohan will never go back to that point. So I've already.
I mean, Beast is kind of like Super Saiyan. It's like a ultra.
But I don't think they'll.
What is his hair? Gold or gray? Gray,
It's
right?
like silver.
It's silver or some shit.
Like, let Goku have that. Why y'all doing this? What cool with gold? If you want to, bro, change his eyes. You don't need to.
He got red eyes.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, just change his eyes. But you don't need to do all that.
Give him Mystic Gohan with a slight aura around him and red eyes.
They gave Trunks Trunks is always getting played. That's cool. Well, Trunks
Bro,
actually
they
was hard.
played the fuck
Trunks.
out of Trunks.
Yeah.
Like his story's always good.
Yeah.
But nigga, they changed his hair and he get this little whack. He looks so whack now. He looks so whack compared to
Trunks-
the.
I
It's
used to
like,
love
bro,
Trunks.
like what is this? Doesn't make sense.
He had the sword, man. Trunks.
He was the coolest.
Future
Bro.
Trunks was that dude.
Future Trunks was the
He
coolest.
came back and he was that nigga.
Especially when he sliced Frieza.
Oh man.
and then hit
Like,
him with
blew
that.
him up.
And that was cool as shit because he did.
And then
just like,
disintegrate
wow.
him. He's not coming back.
That was cool as shit.
I
That was
would-
the coolest shit. I was like, what the fuck? Who is this?
I like Trunks after he came back the second time better when he was a little older, a little bit, built a little bit different. But that
After
Trunks,
the time skip.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
that-
no, after he.
it was when he had his
Goku.
black suit.
Okay, yeah.
But that Trunks is lit. Don't get me wrong.
With the
but
longer hair.
Yeah, yes, the longer hair did it for me. I want to see that Trunks with Mystic Gohan, and then I would do like Ultra Instinct Goku and Vegeta, really like level 2 Vegeta, like Majin Vegeta, like that dude.
But
was so
strong
hard.
as
Yeah,
hell.
yeah. Just the
Those
way
are the best forms.
those
Yeah.
are some of my favorite forms for those characters.
But obviously the strength of like Blue or
Sure, whatever, that's fine.
his
Nah,
ultra ego.
Ultra Instinct and Level 3 are my favorites.
I like their
Level 3
demeanor.
Goku.
Yeah.
That's
Then
interesting.
he never got any shine.
Level 3 Goku is.
Bro, he had the Level 3
I'm talking
Goku
about
had the
long-
best fucking intros when he did it with Boo.
When I say shine, I'm talking about there was no real
This is the
length.
Super Saiyan.
There's no real length. He just had this little snippet, and they just took it away.
I've always liked the way it looked. His hair
I
so
do-
long.
same here.
His voice gets deeper.
I really wish they embraced level 4.
I actually
That's not a real.
level 4
understand.
is I like the way they're
It's
drawn.
not canon.
Yeah.
I like the way they're drawn, but I actually like Vegito. If we're just going crazy.
Oh, that's my favorite character.
I like
Vegito?
Yeah.
Vegito.
It's my favorite character.
Vegito is an absolute.
So
I like
cocky.
Gogeta. I like Gogeta.
He's cocky.
Yeah, I
he's
like
he's
Gogeta
he's.
I just like his outfit. I think his
I mean,
outfit.
his outfit's nice, but Vegito is like a.
It's the kicks for me.
Oh yeah, because he'll hold his forearm, just
Yeah.
start
Vegito.
kicking.
His arrogance is palatable.
Yeah.
You get more Vegeta personality in there.
Yes. And he's just literally
He's as strong as Goku.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So it's like finally I've got this power now
Right.
that I've been trying to get.
I've got to have it. I've got to experience it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all rocking out with us.
Yeah, I mean, we had to wrap it up with a little nerd session real quick.
Most people.
Chris gonna say they already gone by now.
Nah, they're not. Animated Male, Chris James, Stephen Michael. We will see you beautiful people next time.
Bye.
Hey.
I knew you were gonna do it.